God bless me, bless me, bless me. My oh, my oh.
Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. I hope our videos have been helpful, have been resourceful, and we thank you for all your questions, your contributions, your opinions, and we just want you to stay tuned, keep on following our channel. I just want to address this one topic that has been buzzing, has been actually coming up every opinion or questions you guys have been asking concerning the interview process. So we're going to be sharing tips on how you can pass your K1 visa interview in your country. First of all, before we go into that, I'm just going to list some requirements you need to prepare before you schedule your K1 interview. Now, most of those requirements can be time delaying, can be time consuming, but before you do that, you must be able to know that those documents have to be in place before you schedule your date. And when you schedule your date, you make sure that all those documents are ready for the interview. First of all, we have the financial documents, which are the affidavit of support that has to be sent to you by your foreign spouse from the US, and has to be in place before the week of the interview. My fiance sent mine a week or two before I scheduled my date for the interview, and it came in through DHL within 5 to 7 days. So we're going to have all that in place. You're going to be able to do your medical report, which is very important. Without your medical report, you cannot go for your interview. You cannot. You're going to be sent back from the entrance of the consulate office. So you must have your medical report with you, and that takes, in Nigeria, as a case study, there are 2 centers. Lagos takes about 14 days, Abuja takes about 5 to 7 days, but the prices vary. So depending on where you're residing, most people reside in Lagos. So I had to book I had to do my medical examination 14 days before I could book a date. So it was a calculation that I did. I went to the hospital on a Monday, and it was going to be ready 2 Mondays from then, and I was able to book my interview that Wednesday of the week. So it was timed, it was programmed, and everything went as planned, thank God. And that same week I did the medical exam. I also went to do the police report, which was wait and get. It was straight up. There was no hustle or there was no wait time, there was no delay. It was just immediate. So I got that ready, and you have to take passport photographs. You must have enough passport photographs, and it has its own requirements, which is 5 by 5. That's 2 inches by 2 inches if you're going to calculate it in inches, but in centimeters it's 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. So you have to go to an official business center. We all know what business centers are in Nigeria, but if you're not in Nigeria, you have where you take photos. You just have to know that the picture dimension, the photo dimension, I mean, so that you can get that specific specification that they are looking for. So you have your passport photographs. The advice is don't do anything less than 5 copies. Be safe. Don't do anything less than 5 copies. You might end up not using them all. I only used about 3, but I had about 9 copies. So don't do less than 5. I mean, once you have all that, I think you're good to go. So you make sure that before scheduling your interview date, you must have had those documents. And the last thing that you're going to get before you go for your interview should be your medical report, and should be at hand before you go for your interview. Once you have those things, I think you're good to go. I mean, there's no other, nothing should hold you up again. Now, the day of the interview, which is the main day, that's where most of us actually get so much chills. We get so much goosebumps because we don't know what we're going to expect after months of planning and waiting, and that final day is here. Now, nobody wants to screw up on that day. Nobody wants to mess up. Nobody wants to look agitated or scared, or nobody wants to look confused, you know. So you're going to put up your best show, your best shot that day. Now, first thing you want to do, because on my own instance, on our own case, I was there at the Lagos Embassy. I got there 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, 5:30 or 5:35. I left the house as early as 5 because I didn't want to take chances. There's always traffic there, but I didn't want to take chances, so I got there early. Now the tip is this: it's better to be earlier to a place for an interview than to be late. So it's better you get there and start waiting than get there and start rushing in and they tell you, sorry, your interview time has passed. So I was there early enough. We had to wait outside till the gates of the embassy were open to about 6:30. So within that time, you just make sure that all your documents are being checked, everything left home with you and is still with you intact, because there's so many instances whereby people get some papers misplaced. So people get to misplace their passport photographs, so you don't want that. So you're going to make sure that you have that last minute check, make sure everything is in place, and once you have that, you go through security checks. The officials at the consulate office are going to go through your documents. Most importantly, they're going to ask for your medical report, which should be sealed. It mustn't be opened, it mustn't be tampered with. As it was given to you from the hospital, you have to present it to them just like that. Most importantly, your DS-160 confirmation letter, it has to be in place. You have to show your passport and to show that your interview is actually being confirmed for that day. If you don't have a copy of your DS-160, it's not going to show any proof that the embassy actually scheduled you for an interview that day. So guys, you have to make sure that you have that in place, and after that you do all the security checks and everything has been confirmed that your interview is scheduled for that day. You're heading straight to the interview hall, where you are going to be holding your interview in front of the consulate officer. Most of us in Nigeria, or should I say in Lagos in particular, have had one or two experiences going through all that visa process, especially getting rejected, getting denied and all that. So but this is a chance you don't want to miss. This is a chance that you don't want to stumble upon. Now getting into the interview hall, the lines are divided. We have the immigrants and we have the non-immigrants. Surprisingly, I didn't even know that. It was on that day that because I was fighting as an immigrant, then I was shown the interview hall for the immigrants, which is just demarcated by just a ribbon, just a rope. We're about 56 of us who were scheduled for an interview that day, and we had to take numbers. So I was actually number 40 on the line, and the interview took for so long. And after different people have been going and coming, they call the numbers and you go and come. Some people got rejected, obviously, because it's an interview. I mean, that's the truth. The prayer is we hope everyone could get the visa, but unfortunately the stories of life is not just like that. So people were rejected for some reasons, either they lied on their application, or they detected some things, or they weren't confident about themselves. Now this is a tip I'm going to give you guys. Before you're being called by your consular officer by your number, you have to be bold. Confidence is the key. Be sure of yourself. Don't panic, don't fidget. If you do any of that, they'll sense it. Even if you're actually carrying the whole proof to show that your relationship is genuine and it's authentic. Trust me, you alone showing that furiousness, it's gonna give the consular officer that red flag. So I was called, I took the oath, and he started the questions, and I gave him a smile. I don't know if you guys walk that, but I'm not a smiling person, but trust me, I gave him a smile and I just had to give him my best shot. And he started by asking questions. Oh, how did you meet? How long have you met? Is she in school? What does she do? He also asked when she came to Nigeria, when was that? Where did you take her to? Now, these are basic questions you're supposed to know about your fiancé. If you don't know these questions, trust me, then what's the point? Why have you been with her for at least 2 years? You should know all these things. So these are questions you have to have at your fingertips for you to know. So and also the photo album, which I also presented, he was just asking questions of where was this taken, when was this done, when was this done. So it was easy in a way because I knew all those things about my fiance. But the thing is this, guys, you have to prepare for this. there are some questions that might ask. Some people were even asked, oh, what apartment is she staying? Where is she staying? What color of car does she drive? What kind of car does she drive? Even if you've not been here, they will just want to know that you know her for sure. You've known her to the last detail. That shows commitment, that shows love, that shows care. That's what they're after. That's what they want to see. If they don't feel that, trust me, I don't think that interview is gonna go through. So those are questions that were asked, and they asked for their hobbies, and after that, he smiled and he gave me those words. He gave me those ones, hey, your visa has been approved and come back and pick it up, in either 7 days or 10 days time. And that was how that phase went. Now, guys, the tip here is this: on your interview date, one thing I'm going to advise you guys to do is this: try to be honest. Try to be honest, because that is the key to getting your visa. They have a database of you and your fiancé filing. If you try to lie or cheat on anything, it's going to be a stumbling block. Try to be honest as possible, and trust me, honesty is the key. It's going to get you to where you want to go, to be with your partner for life. So and after that, I had to wait for the interview. Was done on a Wednesday, and I waited for about Thursday, Friday, then Monday. I checked the case tracker and it was saying, oh, my visa has been issued and ready to pick up. And Monday night I got a text message showing me the address of DHL, the branch of DHL office that I should go pick it up. So it was straightforward. I picked it up. Everything was, so your package just took 5 days after that, and everything was ready. So guys, I hope you've been able to learn something. That's the thing. I hope you've been able to learn something. I hope this has been an inspiration for most of you couples out there who have scaled through the first stage, the second stage, and you're trying to couple up your documents at this point. Trust me, that day can crush down 7 months of planning and doing things together. So I'm just trying to send a word of encouragement to those beneficiaries who are out there. I know how it is. Please just hold tight. Pray to God. Believe in your partner. You guys should pray together. Believe in yourselves. Know your partner. Know every detail about her. Know every information about her. And I trust you. It's going to be an easy cake for you. So I hope this video has been a help for you guys. It has been resourceful for you guys. And trust me, feel free to ask any other question. Feel free to ask any other. Drop your comments below subscribe buttons, and please feel free to contact us, and we hope to do this again. I'm sure by next time you will see my woman next to me. Alright guys, take care of yourself and all the best to you couples. Safe. Bye.